Hey guys, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews. And so I kind of wanted to explain what my local spotlight series is really going to be about. Because I've had a lot of you ask, and I don't want to give away too much, but I'm going to go around essentially to local areas in Ohio here, like different mom and pop game stores, different arcade locations, maybe even Laser Craze, which is a two-story laser tag facility. And, I've already started talking with some of these people about doing these projects and being able to record there and potentially even being able to do a lot of my recording when maybe these businesses aren't open. With the stores, I'm not as concerned, but like with the arcades, it's obviously going to be very loud, so I am going to reach out to some of them to see if I can come in maybe sometime, maybe like an hour before they open or something like that, and just kind of go over what they're about, show you off what's in these places. And I mean, we've got some really cool gaming locations here in Ohio. I've got a lot of stuff I really want to show off. I mean, I even might start going to local restaurants. Like, we have some really crazy restaurants here. I mean, there was a couple of them were featured on Man vs. Food. He still even missed some of my favorites. And even when a lot of those places come around, like diners, drive-ins, and dives, they miss a lot of the places that are out in the podunk little towns that a lot of people don't really know about. So that's one of the things that I really want to start going over. That was a big part of the reason why I picked up my vlogging camera. That's why I have the G7X. Is so, I can film easily and have it be a very high quality when I film on location. And I know a lot of you have seen this get integrated more into my channel. There's a lot of times now where I do record that. A big part of the reason why I went with the LG G4 was, it has the removable battery. I can easily live stream with you guys. And if my battery starts to get low, I don't have to plug in a battery bank. I can just pop in a whole new battery. That was also why I picked this guy up, which we'll be getting an unboxing and possibly even a review. I think I should really go through and do like a video at some point. Let me know if you guys would like to see this series come about. I wanted to do like a YouTube tips kind of series, like starting YouTube, giving off like those kinds of tips that you'd find on a lot of other channels. Not saying that I necessarily have like the best information on how to start a channel, but I mean, I think I've done pretty well within the first year, and obviously a lot of that is because of you guys. Obviously I couldn't have done what I have done if it weren't for you guys. But I did get this because we have a lot of amusement parks here in Ohio, such as Zoombezi Bay, Cedar Point, Kings Island, and I want to be able to record at those during my local spotlight. If I'm shooting my local spotlight, I don't want it to just be all, oh, here, let me show you around the park. I'll probably start off recording with that camera, record all around the park, go over what's, in the park, and then the rest of the day I can just record on this and my phone without having to worry about having my really expensive vlogging camera in my pocket while I'm riding a roller coaster. I mean, it's definitely not going near rides at a water park. That's not happening. But this guy's waterproof. Only thing I hear complaint-wise is that I'm only going to get about 2 to 3 hours of record time. I don't really have the kind of money to go spending on a really high-end GoPro. But, all the people who donate on my Patreon, like, this is the kind of stuff that I am reinvesting a lot of that kind of stuff into. The money that I do make on my channel does get reinvested into my channel to a huge extent. I want to constantly be able to bring you guys fresh and new content, and I've been wanting to touch on what this local spotlight series was going to be. It's just been really cold recently. It's starting to get warmer again in Ohio. And, I'd love to do some videos while I'm frisbee golfing. And there's so many different possibilities of areas where I really want to record that being able to have all the different recording equipment really makes it easy. Such as my SLR camera that I'm recording on right now. For those of you who have wondered what I record on, it is an Nikon D5300, and I use a Yeti mic. Plugged into it, my laptop's over to the side of me because that's what powers the Yeti mic, because it's a USB mic. Camera can't power it, camera can just record to it. So, but I think the Spotlight series is going to be really nice and fun to cover, because there's so many places locally, and I mean, I love my state. I'm a huge fan of Ohio. I didn't know until recently that Roman Atwood was from Ohio. I didn't even know who Roman Atwood was. Tried to reach out to him on Twitter to see if he'd want to participate in anything along these lines. Of course, he did not acknowledge me. I'm an itty-bitty YouTuber. He's a great big YouTuber. So, yeah, and there's a lot of YouTubers I'd even love to work with. Like, I would love to work with Rich from Review Tech USA. I would love to work with O'Nickel, Boogie, anyone who's not a D-bag, really. I mean, I'd work with people I don't even really know or I'm that fond of. I've even reached out to YouTubers that are the same size as me. I don't typically get responses. I don't think people are as proactive with, like, their messages and stuff as I am. Because, like, I'm on top of that. I mean, all of you already know that, too, because I respond to almost all of you all the time. So I kind of wanted to touch base on what this series is really going to be about and what to expect from it, because I know I've mentioned it a couple of times now. Obviously, I still have to dot my I's and cross my T's and all that good stuff to get it all set up. But hopefully I can start recording that soon now that the weather is starting to make a turnaround. And one of the things I also really want to do with that is one of my buddies actually manages one of the local game stores that I'm planning on covering, and it might even be the first Spotlight series, is potentially, maybe a couple days after I put the video up, I might go there and sign autographs and do a meet and greet with you guys. I think that would be really cool. I think it would be really awesome to get to meet a lot of you guys. And the reason why I wanted to do it in a game store setting is, I loved working in a game store. I loved being able to help people find games. So if you come in there, I'll help you find a game. I will essentially be free labor for him for the day if he's willing to do it. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things I really would like to do. And as I said, one of those is meet and greets. I would like to get something like that planned out. I'm not afraid to mingle with my fans. So, but guys, let me know in the comments down below what all you would like to see come out of this series and what all you're excited for. Obviously, Cedar Point's going to get touched on. I'm a huge fan of Cedar Point. But yeah, just let me know what it is you guys would like to see out of this as well. Or if you live in Ohio, let me know about some cool spots you think I should cover. I can always look into it, assuming it's not like... I mean, there's some that are going to have to be a drive. Like Cedar Point's a drive. Kings Island would be a drive. A lot of those are a drive. Simbeezy Bay is like 20 minutes away. So, but guys, thanks for watching. I'll have plenty more content coming for you soon, and stay around.